What's up and welcome everyone. It's Chris Stacks here in South Florida in the Fit Studios. I am excited to bring today's episode to you. For those of you that have been following me, that have been watching my content, I appreciate it. Some of this is going to be a review for you. The 4-quadrant video, the wealth quadrant video, was probably my most popular video to date. For those of you that have not seen it, do not worry. I'm going to give you a refresher course today. Now I'm going to go a little bit further today. I'm going to take it a step further too. And for those of you that don't like real statistics, that don't like real numbers, this might not be a video for you. For those that like to have a better understanding of how to protect your wealth, how to create wealth for yourself and your family, let's dive in. Now, in my first video, the 4 quadrants of wealth, or the wealth quadrants video, I went over 4 ways that you can amass wealth, you can grow your wealth, and you can create generational wealth. Many people know there's cash. So ways that Grandma and Grandpa told us to put our money when we were little. Big difference between today and then though is back then your money was growing. If you had it in a bank account, a checking account, a savings account, you were getting a good return on your money. Today though, let's be serious. Are even the savings accounts really returning the money that we're looking for? It's still liquid though, so that's great. When it comes to stocks, stocks, are most of us investing in Apple? Are we investing in Tesla? Are we investing in Amazon? Or is the majority of the country looking to buy the new iPhone as soon as it comes out, looking to get something on Amazon Prime, probably today because they can get it by tomorrow, instant gratification. And then lastly, they're looking at investing in the new Tesla, even if they can't afford it. But they don't actually own the companies. So the majority of us, are actually in 401ks, IRAs, TSPs, 403bs, depending on what sector you work in. There's nothing wrong with this. You want to have your retirement account, and if it's set up through work, great. But when you're getting all the ups with these different plans, that part's amazing. You're excited. You want to have a party. What happens when you get all the losses as well, and you can't control it? One thing I've learned in studying the affluent, they like to control their surroundings. Now, these plans are also tax deferred. I'm not sure which direction you believe the tax needle is going, but depending on the direction, is tax deferred our best option moving forward? That's for you to decide. Now, the third option is real estate. When you look at real estate, you can have an income. You can buy a property, you can rent it out, you can rent out a room in your house today, you can Airbnb, and you can have income coming in to help supplement what you're currently making. Now, you can also have tax advantages. Who doesn't love tax advantages, right? Especially if you know how to take advantage of them. Downside, liquidity. Now, with each one of these, because if your money is in the stock market, if you take it out, you're no longer earning money, right? If your money is invested in real estate, do you have instant, quick access to that money? Or do you have to wait? Do you need to refinance? Do you need to sell your home? Now, why am I asking this when we're talking about wealth, when we're talking about amassing generational wealth and stopping that poverty curse or that generational debt curse, jet curse? The reason I'm bringing that up is because there's something that a lot of people miss today when they're trying to build their wealth. I think we can agree we're living a lot longer. We're no longer, when Social Security was created, the average person lived until 63 and a half. We're living so much longer now, which is another reason that pensions are going away. But some statistics for you guys, and this actually shocked me. 87.9% of people have health insurance. I believe, I couldn't really find out in the statistics. I think that includes all types of health plans, work plans, personal plans, or private plans, benefit plans where you're getting a supplemental health insurance. But the average plan after deduction covers about 60 to 90% of medical costs. And that says deductible, my apologies. So after deductible, 60 to 90% of your medical costs. Okay, it doesn't sound terrible, but I ran some math. I ran some figures. I'm a math guy, I'm not gonna lie. 72% of people will incur some type of illness in their life or need long-term care. So long-term care is when you're unable to take care of yourself. If you've never been around anybody that had to deal with this, where they can't bathe, they can't use the toilet, they need somebody's assistance. So 72% of us are going to have one of those two things happen, whether it's heart attack, stroke, cancer, or needing long-term care like options. With that, the average treatment for cancer runs about $150,000. So let's say we cut it in the middle here. I'll go even a little high. Let's say that your health insurance covers 80% of your costs. And let's hope that health insurance isn't only through work, but we won't go there today. 80% of your costs. So if you have cancer, if you develop cancer, and if you've already had it, I'm so glad that you're here, you're able to hear us. But if you develop cancer and it's $150,000 of treatment, your 20% is $30,000 out of pocket. Do you have $30,000 laying around? I know definitely growing up, I didn't have $30,000 laying around. $30,000 is a lot of money. Now a heart attack, $100,000 to $164,000 for treatment. That's $20,000 to $33,000 to cover that treatment, to make sure that you're moving on to help your family recover. And I'm not actually including recovery in here. I'm not including the time off from work. I'm not including having somebody taking care of you at home and the stress that can cause because somebody else might have to take off work. So those are things that I could add in here, but I'm not. I'm just giving you the basics. Now the last one, I didn't even put it on my list, but it's that long-term care that I mentioned. In Florida alone, it can run anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000 a month for long-term care. To help take care of your loved ones, do you have an extra $48,000 to $120,000 per year laying around? Many people that I talk to don't. And that's what catches me up when I hear the normal ideas, the normal people saying that I've got a financial advisor, I've got this, I've got that. Let me ask you directly, I'm gonna be direct with you. If you wanted to go from playing high school ball to college, from college to the NFL, may you need a different trainer? May you need a Tim Grover in your corner to help you go from one level to the next? To go from being a bench warmer in the NBA to being the Michael Jordan? If you're looking at, let's say you have a child, and your child, instead of just going for his annual checkup, breaks a leg, breaks a foot, and tears his knee, tears her knee, and needs treatment, needs surgery. Are you gonna take them to a nose and throat doctor? Or are you gonna take them to someone that specializes in a knee, specializes in the lower leg, specializes in an ankle? So when it comes to your finances, why don't you have somebody that specializes in each quadrant? I'm not looking to be a master of all things anymore. I wanted to do that when I was little. I heard the Renaissance man idea, sounded really cool. But now I've realized I like to master one thing, have somebody that knows real estate better than I do, have somebody that understands the stock market better than I do, and I have a banker. But a lot of people forget about life insurance. Now, why am I bringing up life insurance last? Because most people only think of death. What if I told you today there's living benefits included in life insurance policies where, heaven forbid, you were to have a heart attack, stroke, develop cancer, or need long-term care-like treatment, you could actually access your death benefit while you're still alive to pay for those medical bills. And depending on the type of policy, there is a basic term policy. I am a big fan of term policies. For every $50,000 in income you make, I recommend having $1 million term policy. But if you're looking for something more specific, more personalized, you can look at Alert or a CERP. If you already have somebody and they've never talked to you about that, maybe you should send me a message. Maybe you should send somebody on my team a message. But what if I told you there's a way for you to get liquidity, some of the ups of the market without losing a dollar, guaranteed income later in life, and tax advantages while still having those living benefits, all from the life insurance sector? Has anybody ever sat down and told you that, walked you through it, explained to you how that works? If not, maybe it's time to have a banker, have an advisor or a stockbroker, have your real estate person, but also have that life insurance person in your corner that's going to make sure your family has exactly what it needs to not have to burn through the real estate and sell it for medical bills, not have to liquidate your stocks, your portfolio, your assets that you've built up over time because somebody got sick. Guys, I'm not trying to sell you anything. My goal right now is to make sure you're educated. Doesn't matter to me who you go through if you don't go through anybody. My goal is to make sure you understand that there's different options out there and not everybody is presenting you the same thing. I've already told you, you should be in all 4 quadrants in my book. This is my recommendation. I am standing here as a man that has a decent understanding of this quadrant, and I'm just giving you what I've learned. If you guys have questions, feel free to comment below. Please smash that subscribe button. If it's on Instagram, please hit like and follow, and make sure you guys share this with one person so we can share the education. Till next time, have a good one.